Hey RCC family, welcome to Live It, your chance to take Sunday's message into your week and live it every day of the week. My name is Sam, one of the pastors here at RCC, and I am so excited about this week's Live It. This weekend, Pastor Mike talked about the message and the parable of the soils and the different seeds that went into each one of them. If you haven't checked that out, you should go and check it out now. But I want to go back to that parable and actually read it from Matthew today. And this is what it is. Matthew 13, it says, "Listen, a farmer went out to plant some seeds. As he scattered them across his field, some seeds fell on a footpath, and the birds came and ate them. Other seeds fell on shallow soil with underlying rock. The seeds sprouted quickly because the soil was shallow, but the plants soon wilted under the hot sun. And since they didn't have deep roots, they died. Other seed fell among thorns that grew up and choked out the tender plants. Still other seeds fell on fertile soil, and they produced a crop that was 30, 60, and even 100 times as much as had been planted. Anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand." Now, there's something about this that I think is really helpful for us to consider. Every parable and every analogy has its limits. It doesn't go on forever. We can say this is like that, but we can't say this is the same as that. It's only like it. So when Jesus is telling this parable about the soils, it's possible for us to get a little frustrated, maybe. We could get frustrated because we could believe to ourselves that whatever our life is, that's just what it is, and we're a certain kind of soil, and we can be resigned to think that that's how it's always going to be. But we're not soil. We're like soil. We have certain things that are more able to sink into us or not, but we're not soil. And that's important because there are things that we can do as people, as humans, that can help us actually become even more capable of taking in and growing this message of Jesus. And so I want to encourage you this week. We talked about those different kinds of soils and the different types of ways that those soils can take in the message of Jesus and the kingdom of God and actually help that grow and actually create more and multiply. And so the things that I want to ask you today is the kinds of questions that will help you think about what kind of soil you are right now and what kind of soil you can actually, by changing your circumstances, by choosing different actions, actually become the more fertile soil. First question I have for you is this: what kind of soil are you right now? If you had to take a look at your life right now, what kind of soil do you think your life would have? And which one of it? Is the one where the bird snatches it away? Is it the shallow soil? Is it the one where there's weeds kind of choking it out? Or is it fertile? Which soil are you? Second question is this: what would you have to change about the way you're living your life in order for you to become a different kind of soil? Would you have to clear out some more space so that there's area for this message of Jesus to actually grow in your life? Would you have to protect yourself from those who are trying to tell you that this is not worth believing and living? What would you have to do to actually help your life be a more fertile kind of soil for Jesus' message? Third question is this: since you do have the ability to change your circumstances, what's one area of your life that you can change the time that you spend on something this week, where you can change that time in such a way where you're going to become more fertile soil? And that goes right into my challenge for you. The challenge is this: make one choice this week where you're going to spend a different kind of time, or you're going to have time in your week, you're going to spend that time differently than how you normally would, so that you can help that message of Jesus and his type of life that he wants for you to have, for that to grow in a different and more full way in your life this week. Thanks so much for living it with me. I hope you have a great week, and we will see you next week.